what to expect for this week crypto market outlook, and we're looking set to hit for a new all-time high. Like how soon and when is it going to happen? So we're currently hovering around 109, 109.6. Okay, should there be any other pullback again or other correction is coming in? Okay, and then you can see the consumer price index showing some bad data here for the USD. So which means other asset class against USD should be outperforming against the US dollar. Okay, so the CPI data have already came out here. Okay, so we should see other asset class to outperform against USD. Nonetheless, we're going to see here for this week. Okay, can we see continuation rally for the crypto market? Okay, as Bitcoin trading somewhere around almost 110,000. Okay, slightly touch and then it dip back down again. Okay, and then we look at the CPI. So CPI was down for USD. Okay, so all in all, we can see the market is looking quite bullish and is looking for a new all-time high. So we should expect a new all-time high maybe by end of this week, this weekend. Okay, if everything goes well. Okay, so markets appear to be holding pattern as traders await fresh catalysts. Okay, so I think last week have already pulled back on the weekend, Friday all the way to the weekend. Last Friday we have the pullback all the way to 100,000. And then finally we have regained strength again for another rally. Okay, we bounded from 100,000 and now we are back to 109. Okay, then what else to expect? Current rally is less speculative and more structurally driven in the past cycle. Okay, so yeah, all in all, I could say it's quite bullish, and I think most likely the crypto market cycle, okay, you could say that the Bitcoin price could peak, okay, at any time soon. Okay, maybe 120 or 140,000. Okay, it could be another one more last rally towards the upside. Then we're going to see how the alts are going to perform. Okay, then looking at micro strategy as well, continue to accumulate, holding somewhere around 582,000 of Bitcoin. Then Michael Saylor continue to shield or to promote a lot of institutions to actually buy or to hold, okay, Bitcoin into their balance sheet. And then talking about ETF as well, right? We have BlackRock to continue to accumulate, continue to buy, continue to have huge amount of inflows for Bitcoin ETF as well. Okay, accumulated somewhere around $70 billion in asset, okay, for Bitcoin. Okay, so overall we can see, yeah, I think most likely the market will continue. Okay, but again, only for BTC. For alts, I think you have to be really conservative. Okay, really conservative in this last final cycle, I would say. Okay, so yeah, we are already in the second half. Okay, so we have another how many more months left to end this cycle, probably by Q4, right? It's somewhere around September, October. Okay, then moving on next. Okay, so you can see here what's happening now. Okay, regarding about DeFi, or also known as decentralized finance. Okay, so with this new SEC chairman, okay, also known as Paul Atkins, have replaced Gary Gensler, mentioning what here? Okay, they are heavily into treasuring into DeFi. Okay, any protocol that deal with DeFi, they will definitely keep in view, or definitely they will most likely take into account, or probably to invest further, okay, or to pay more attention. Okay, so Atkins share vision for DeFi regulation and crypto task force roundtable. Okay, so anything to do with DeFi, like your RV, Uniswap, okay, any DEX, okay, that deals with DeFi, okay, will definitely have a huge boost under the new SEC chairman. Okay, so the right to have self-custody of one's private property is foundational. American value should not disappear when one logs with the internet. Okay, so yeah, all in all, they prefer self-custody. They want you to self-custody, right? The right to have self-custody of one's private property. That is the whole idea of DeFi, decentralized finance. Okay, and then after that, what happened? You can see here after the speech. So most or some of the DeFi tokens went up. Okay, so you can see some of them. Okay, like RV. Okay, and then we have like Compound and Uniswap also went up. Okay, so Compound, okay, went up about 30%. Okay, and a few more of these tokens also went up. So all these DeFi related will continue to rally, continue to prosper during this time. Okay, especially with the new SEC chairman. Okay, so that's DeFi. Maybe you might want to pay attention or probably want to add into your portfolio for DeFi protocol. Okay, if you think you have lack of exposure, maybe you should look into it. Okay, because some tokens are from the last cycle, like Uniswap from the last cycle, last two cycles. Okay, I think this was 2017. Okay, Uniswap, Compound as well, Alpha as well, I think. Okay, right. So yeah, and then with the latest addition, which is Hyperliquid, this is a latest token. Okay, that's been performing quite well compared to other token. Hit a new all-time high, somewhere around $41 right now. Okay, then moving on next, let me see here. Okay, so yeah, due to the sentiment right now for 𝗀𝗀𝗀𝘀, okay, especially coming in from the FOMC community chairman. Okay, I think other countries have already raised interest rate, especially in Europe. Okay, European Central Bank already raised a couple of times, but unfortunately for the US side, still yet to receive one interest rate cut for this year alone. So when is it going to happen? Maybe it could be next week, which is 18th of June. Okay, or if not, should we expect another rate to maintain? There'll be another question. So I think Trump have lost patience and most likely want to replace 𝗀𝗀𝗀𝘀 with this representative from the Trump's administration, right? Also known as 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀. Okay, so yeah, he's currently holding this position called Treasury Secretary. Okay, so he most likely will be asking him to replace 𝗀𝗀𝗀𝘀 as the Fed chairman. Okay, so I think if this were to take place, I think most likely interest rate will come down. Okay, under Trump's administration, because that is what Trump wants to reduce the interest rate. Until now, not getting anything from 𝗀𝗀𝗀𝘀. Okay, so yeah, overall, we can see Powell's term as Fed chair is set to expire next year, which is May. Okay, so roughly about less than 1 year from now. Should we see a replacement before the expiry date of May 2026? Okay, or should we wait until next year, May? Then only 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀 will come in. So we don't know. So the earlier the better, right, for Trump. That's what he wants. Okay, then you can see here, Paul Atkins, right, took months to receive Senate confirmation, delaying official business. Okay, so now if Trump were to rename 𝗂𝗃, he could be preparing to act fast in May 2026, which is next year. So only next year only can come in. So it's not now, isn't it? Okay. All right. So yeah, you can see here, Europe have already lowered interest rate about 9 times. Then what did 𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 did? The Federal Reserve still refused to lower down the rates for US, not even once, right? Again, so again, I think this could be a political sabotage for the Trump's administration, probably. Okay, everything all due to politics. Okay, so yeah, I think let's see whether next week will 𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 maintain or not. So if he continues to maintain again, then yeah, I think it will be a big problem. I think Trump cannot afford to wait or probably lose Canada again. Okay, so these are the things that is going on in the crypto market space, and of course with the SEC and of course Federal Reserve as well. Then moving on next. Okay, so we have the Solana as well. Another good news. So most likely the SEC might approve Solana ETF. Okay, can be early as in July, which is next month. Very, very fast. So probably you might see Solana to rally before the ETF got approved on July. So probably by this month, we should expect a rally, okay, which is what you're probably seeing right now. Okay, so the SEC will most likely to approve. Okay, can expect somewhere around 3 to 5 weeks. Okay, 3 to 5 weeks. Then of course with the submission, which is the S-1 form, within a week, potentially signaling approval. Okay, so yeah, all in all, very bullish. Okay, I think all those hedge funds and institutions are actually preparing to file for the S1 form. Okay, so the SEC has asked prospective Solana ETF issuer to submit amendment S1 form within the next week. Okay, agency will then comment on the filing within 30 days. Okay, so overall very bullish. Okay, so this is what the expectation. If you're holding Solana, then it's good news for you. Okay, so but overall on the monthly time frame, it's still bearish. Okay, so like I already told you guys that I've already transitioned Solana to BTC, move all my exposure from Solana to BTC. So I now hold any Solana at the moment. Okay, so yeah, if you are still holding, then yeah, congratulations. So let's see how far can Solana go after the ETF approval. So probably most likely there could be a sell the news event, like many others like Bitcoin, Ethereum as well. So you can see here, Grayscale wants to convert its Solana Trust to a spot ETF, right? Reflecting the part it used to this Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF funds. So firm filing was delayed on May 13th, and then delayed on April 13th. This is from Franklin Templeton, another hedge fund. Okay, so all in all, I think most likely ETF will get approved, okay, early July. So yeah, I think that's where Solana also get to rally as well, up by 4%. Right? Okay, and then moving on next. Okay, what's the next event? Okay, so for those of you who are still here, and of course who are into this investment arena, or probably want to know more about how to invest or what is the basic of financial education, then this is the time for you to come and join this free event in Mid Valley. I think this will be next weekend, right? 21st and 22nd of June. Okay, so this is free, so you can able to register here, sign up using your email. Okay, then you can register for free. Then you can attend. So I'll be seeing you guys next weekend if you guys attend. So the event is 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. So what are you going to learn? So you can see a lot of program here. So you need to know what is really happening. Okay, for these 2 days, right? So make yourself available and start learning. So the best thing to do is to invest in yourself. So this is our best time that you can be able to come to this event to learn. So a lot of activities here from Saturday and Sunday. Okay, got some speech from CEO. Okay, and you get lucky draw. Okay, talking about crypto as well, stock market. So all kinds, everything. Okay, unit trust, and then forex, and then global market. Okay, so everything is all there. So you might want to go and check it out if you want. Day two, this is day two. Okay, ASEAN market. Okay, turning market volatility with options and futures, so many. Okay, so you can able to learn, able to know more about the financial market, especially ASEAN and of course Bursa market as well. So a lot of things to learn and then a lot of things to catch up, networking as well. So hope to see you guys there. It's a free event, nothing to lose. Just that investing your time as well. Okay, so yeah, InvestFair is more of the, I would say, a starter event for those of you who are new into investment. So probably this is the right time to actually gain some knowledge. Okay, we'll see you guys on next weekend. Okay, and then moving on next. Okay, so what's happening now? The on-chain analysis, so we can see Ethereum. How well is Ethereum doing? Okay, so currently right now is below 3,000. Look at the quarterly performance. Okay, so for Ethereum, it's been not performing. Okay, you can see Q1 alone, negative 45%. Q2 up about 47 for Q1. So we're going to see how Q3 is going to perform. So currently is kind of performing from the last Q1. Okay, so if the Ethereum against Bitcoin chart were to reverse or to continue to go up, or should we see altcoin season? Then most likely it might repeat again, something similar like 2021 or 2017. Okay, you can see some crazy numbers here, 3-digit number, 3-digit percentage compared to the last two. Okay, so this Ethereum performance. So yeah, I think you're gonna be very patient with your Ethereum portfolio. Okay, because I think I said the altcoin season will not come unless there is a transition from quantitative tightening to quantitative easing. Or we can get the Federal Reserve to reduce interest rate. That will be a good starter point for an altcoin season to at least rally. So as for now, we don't see that coming in. Bitcoin is still dominating. Look at the dominance as well. So yeah, got to be very patient with the alts. Then moving on next, right? Look at sentiment data. Talk about real world asset. Okay, so which company is really developing behind the scene? Very important. So it's not about buying the token, thinking that the token can perform, but end of the day, it's about which developer is actively building for that project. Okay, so yeah, we can see a lot of companies, they like to shield, okay, a lot of hype. There's no development behind the scene. There's no developer actually working. So Sentiment have accumulated all the data and they have already list top 10 active development for real world asset. You can see number one is Chainlink.
So as you know, that Chainlink is focusing on database Oracle, big data solution. And their competitor is quite similar to Hive Network under Solana. Okay, so they are big data solutions, and they are one of the big Oracle data solution as well for blockchain. Okay, so yeah, all in all, you can see Chainlink is really leading the space. Okay, so that's why you can see here. That's why you can see Visa is endorsing Chainlink. Okay, you can see how important is Chainlink, what they are doing. They're focusing on so many areas, not only on data, big data solution, Oracle, but they are focusing into another narrative right now. Three main criteria here that Chainlink is actually tackling right now. Okay, first thing is accurate pricing data. Okay, pricing data. Okay, delivers real world data to properly price asset, enable transfer agent. Right. So, yeah, I think this is a very huge game changer here for Chainlink. Then, secondly, we look at cross-chain interoperability, which is cross-chain solution, especially when you talk about your network that you're using. Okay, let's say you want to transfer from Ethereum to base network or base network to Avalanche network. So this is where Chainlink comes in as well, cross-chain solution. Okay, connects public and private chains. This is even more robust, more better, because what you see on blockchain right now is mostly on crypto to crypto, right? Crypto to crypto, but maybe they might bring it to private company chain as well. That is the whole idea. And then third, built in compliance, right? Focusing on what? Chain identity matches it to regulatory frameworks across jurisdictions. Okay, so three criteria here, okay, for Chainlink. That's why you can see Chainlink is one of the top performer as well. Okay, must have in your portfolio, but of course, this is not financial advice. Okay, so yeah, this is what you're actually doing right now. Okay, this is the backbone, this is the market, this is the structure that you're focusing on. PVP, payment versus payment, right? So many things that you're developing for Chainlink as well. So that's why you can see Visa is endorsing Chainlink. Okay, so huge deal. Then moving on next. So you can see what's happening now with the Airdrop and of course ICO, initial coin offering. So you can see a lot of companies right now, they are actually launching their token. Okay, so yeah, you can see like from Rise, Bloom Network. Okay, these are all the token generation event that they are actually launching. Okay, so you can able to have a look what's really happening with the crypto market, which company is actually going public or listing the token to the public. Okay, so yeah, the one that we are focusing, right, like Bloom, already gone mainnet. And with Sahara, which is the AI Sarah, we've been doing the testnet as well. Then I think XPL is the Plasma Network. So Plasma Network recently had the $500 million raise from public or from investor. So if you have been successfully deposit your funds to Plasma, I think which is yesterday, okay, this is a huge deal because I think this is heavily funded by Circle and of course Tether as well. Okay, this is also another big deal. Okay, another uprising company. Okay, and then moving on next. Okay, so for those of you who have been doing Skate Airdrop, so you might want to check your airdrop here, claim.skatechain.org. So again, like I say, I do not do this. Too many airdrops, so you got to check whether you did it or not. Okay, too many. Okay, then next, Plume Network. Now, for those of you who have been doing Plume since last year, okay, so you might want to check your Plume airdrop. Okay, so now they have already gone to mainnet. So if you have delay your claim, okay, from the Ethereum mainnet to the current mainnet, okay, which is the Plume mainnet, so you can only claim about 20%, okay, 20% of your Plume, and then the remaining vesting, which is 80%, they will be given to you after 90 days, which is 3 months, okay, or unless you continue with season 2, right, which is doing the Plume network task. Okay, season 2 already started. So yeah, for those of you who have been doing, then continue. And then next one you're going to see here, Sonic Airdrop. So I'm not sure whether SP you are doing this or not. Or Young, you're doing the arcade, Sonic Arcade. Okay, so I've already done until Sonic Arcade until I stop. Until I stop continuing with the following up with the latest tasks on Sonic, which is to deposit your funds to do liquid staking. And that's where I found something that I do not feel comfortable to continue. So what's happening now with Sonic Lab? They have already, I think they extend again season 1 until 18 June. All right, they already should step short, but they continue to extend again. And then season 2 begins after June 18. Okay. And then the thing is here is that the first round, they will only release 25%. Okay. And then the remaining 75%, what will happen in the 75%? Okay, it will be converted into NFT instead of Sonic token. So you can see, what's happening. So if you have been doing the arcade airdrop or Sonic Arcade, then if you have stopped there, then I think should be fine. But if you continue to do liquid restaking under Sonic, okay, then I think there could be a huge problem there. Why? It's here is a psychological trap. So this is what they are trying to do lately now. So most of the airdrop company, they will release based on vesting. They will probably give you 25%. The remaining will lock. And this one, what they do is that they give you NFT instead of the token. So NFT, they're going to be a huge challenge to actually convert or to even sell. Who is the ready buyers? We need to buy the NFT at what price? Okay, and then what? Now, if you want to claim early, there could be a chances that your tokens will get burned, or probably they could burn more of your allocation. So claiming starts on June 18. Okay, so again, then you got to wait another 270 days for the remaining 75. Okay, so that's how they are playing right now with the community. So they be very cautious. Then of course the token unlock, and of course your vesting very important. The moment we are vesting, that's where you have to be very careful because this is the risk to reward to look into. Okay, so lesson learned already. I can already smell it since the Sonic Arcade, and finally glad that I did not continue to do this liquid restaking. All right. Yeah, I don't do Sonic. Yeah, so probably the Sonic SVM, I think we did the earlier batch, right? Under Solana. Not this is under Phantom. This is Sonic Labs. There's another Sonic called Sonic SVM. Right. Okay, then next, we're gonna move on into the crypto market cap. So you can see here, we are somewhere around 3.46 trillion. Look at BTC now, suddenly 110K. This one was like 109. Now it's back up again. Ethereum is at 2.8. So everything is looking quite bullish. Everything is looking back up again. Look at Solana 165. Okay, Cardano 72 cents. Sui 3.48. So any gainers for today? Kaya, about 35% last 24 hours. SPX in 900, 19%. Or in all seven days, about 50%. Went up quite a lot. Fatcoin also 35%. Again, Hyperliquid, look at that. All-time high, $43. 19% last 7 days. So you look at that. Went up quite a lot for Hyperliquid. So moving on next to dominance. So where are we now? Okay. So monthly time frame, what do we see here? Where's the next resistance? Okay, so this will be the next one here, 70.98. Any chance of a pullback? Might want to see this level to get the test on this support at 60.8. Look at the weekly time frame. So the weekly time frame is doing what? Right, momentum, pullback, high highs, high lows, high highs, high lows. Weekly, you can see there's a big squeeze here. So monthly, it could be a sell to buy. Okay, so dominance might pull back. So you can see already daily price topping out from here. Then price close below the band. Okay, so we should continue to see maybe around this level to get tested on this critical spot, 63.69. So that is the dominance for you, and it's heading down up to 12. Then we look at Ethereum against Bitcoin. So now you can see already Ethereum is outperforming against Bitcoin. But on Monday, it's still downtrend, right? Okay, so we can see here, this is the critical support. Okay, so now it's having a short-term rebound, and now we're still retesting on the sell zone. Okay, 0.02571. All right, so still at the sell zone. Look at weekly now. So what is weekly doing? Okay, so weekly now is breaking above the middle band. Okay, above the middle band, and then continue to retest this level here, 0.03013. So this will be the next level for Ethereum against Bitcoin to retest on the weekly top. Look at daily now. So daily we can see consolidation. Now it's about to break past this level here. Okay, I think it's looking set to break higher. So I think Ethereum will definitely outperform now against BTC. So let's see. So everything is looking bullish. Now moving on next to BTC now, 110. Okay, looking for a new all-time high. Okay, so yeah, monthly now we can see this is 102.5 will be the support. Okay, look at weekly now. Okay, so you can see higher highs, higher lows, right? This is the pullback. So for those of you who have bought here, should be in a good position now. Okay, and then we're going to see this level. We think this level support at what's the price here? 104.7. And then your final boss resistance on the weekly time frame is here, 109.2. So looking quite bullish. Then we expect maybe this week to break above here, 109.2, maintain this level as support, and then continue higher. Look at daily now. So daily you can see V-shaped recovery. Then your daily final boss resistance here, 111, 111.7K. Okay. So we can see here, yesterday candle showing what candles is bearish doji. Today showing bullish doji. So let's see whether or not for today can you able to continue to retest at 111, or if not, we break down again. And then your middle band, your support here at 106.8. Okay. Then on H4, what you can see here, double bottom, right? Or W pattern is forming now. See here. This is the double bottom. So most likely to break higher, the way I look at it on H4. Very, very nice, very, very bullish setup. So there's a case, then I'm going to take this FIBO on this high here to this low. So where's the next level here? 135. So 135.1K will be next for the golden ratio, golden pocket for BTC. Okay. Now, if you have any question or any outs that you want me to look at, feel free to put in the chat box. So yeah, we see Ethereum. So ETH to 835. So on Monday, like I said, it's still downtrend. Okay, still below. Now it's just retesting on the middle band here. It's trying to break above. Okay, and then this critical resistance, right? Now turn to support. Okay, so there are a lot of challenges here for Ethereum. Then this will be the next resistance at 3280. Okay, and look at weekly now. What's weekly doing? Candlestick change of direction from sell to buy, pull back for the entry, maintaining very well on the middle band, breaking higher. So next level could be the top BD here at 3147. Okay, to retest. And then look at daily now. Very, very bullish. You can see a consolidation and then suddenly break. Okay, next level 3147. Probably this level here. 3K is 3072. So it might breach 3000 very, very soon. Okay, with this kind of sentiment. Overall, very bullish. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Okay, everything is bullish. Let's move on next with Hyperliquid. It's happening now. $3. Wow. Same, isn't it? Okay. It's going to be the support zone, 2692. Look at weekly now. You can see V-shaped recovery, pullback, reversal. This reversal was on 26B. All the way back down to $30. Didn't even touch below 30. The low was at 30.51. And then fly. Okay, then you're going to see here, this is the final boss resistance now, 3985. Okay, so finally break. So this will be the support if there's a chance of pullback of this level as well. 34.07 for Hyperliquid. See on Hyperliquid on daily, right? Very similar like BTC as well on H4. You can see here what's happening. Okay, W pattern, double bottom. Very nice setup here for daily. So I break. Then any chance pullback, this will be the support at $39 for Hyperliquid. Very, very nice. So we're going to see how far Hyperliquid can go. See here, take this FIBO. So here. Okay, 58.99 or $59 will be next level for Hyperliquid. All right, so what's next? Solana. Hey, Solana, you can see here, setup, now trying to retest the sell zone at 176. So we can see here a candlestick change of direction from buy to sell. Pullback now most likely to retest at 176. So you're going to see whether or not will it continue to go higher to retest at this level again at 203. If not, get rejected at 176, then continue down. That could be another very scenario there for Solana. Then on weekly, candlestick change of direction from buy to sell. It's a downtrend actually now. Coming back for a short-term pullback, this sell. Let's see, 173. Continue higher, 203 will be next for Solana. Daily, nice reversal. Let's see whether or not this week can break or to breach 203. Okay, also. And then Sui Network, last one. Okay, so Sui, very nice setup, high highs, high lows, high highs, high lows. Very nice. And then the next level to retest on the money is the sell zone here, 3.82, leading up to the final boss resistance at 4.12. Look at weekly now, you can see nice setup, maintaining above the middle band. Very nice. I think it's preparing for another launch again. Then to continue to retest all these levels here, 4.02. Then leading up to the top EV here at 4.27 for Sui. Very nice setup. Okay, daily also break above the middle band, change of direction from sell to buy. Very nice descending channel break. Okay, we look at Sui against Bitcoin. You can see I think Sui is most likely to rebound against BTC. So that's how I've been tracking now. Okay, you can see it's also descending, suddenly break. So it's starting to outperform against BTC. You can see there's a nice W pattern here on cut and handle. Or cut and handle pattern. You can see very nice setup here. Okay, so this is the thing that I'm eyeing right now for Sui. Very nice setup. Break, also consolidation, and most likely to break higher for Sui against BTC as well. So yeah, I think Sui is one of the another contender for odds. They most likely to perform together with Hyperliquid as well.